Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Charlie Danley. I'm a personal trainer in Los Angeles, California, and I've been training for about 20 plus years. I want to share something with you that I've learned throughout my years of being a personal trainer. And I'm sharing this because the actual mechanism that we think is happening when we exercise and eat right and lose weight, for most people, it's the wrong way to think about it. So most people think you exercise, you eat right, and you burn fat. Well, you only have a certain amount of fat cells in your body, and you can remove them just like you can remove anything else. You can remove a nail from a finger, or cut a piece of a nail from a finger. You can also cut body fat out of you. But the bottom line is after you've become fully grown, fat cells are fat cells. And your body doesn't, go out and make new fat cells. What it does is fat cells can absorb an unlimited amount of sugar. And when it does that, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Each cell will grow exponentially. So you have to look at it like this. There are several players in losing weight. And those players are the sugar molecule that you consume through diet and the insulin level that you have in your body as your body is metabolizing the fuel or foods that you eat. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of a glycemic index, but this is what I'm talking about. You have three phases of a glycemic index. You have the low glycemic, which are safe foods that will keep your insulin levels low. You have a medium glycemic, which are right at the fence. They don't really recruit that many sugar molecules into the fat cell, but they do nevertheless do that. And then you have high insulin, who just goes out there and just starts snatching up sugar, just snatching it. So what you have to do is you have to look at foods as trying to keep your insulin levels low. Those are the foods that you restrict yourself to, so that you can relieve the insulin out of your body, so that the sugar molecules that are in your fat cells will leave fast. Because no insulin, sugar molecules can't stay in the fat cell. Fat cell has to release it. So I want you to look at it like this, right? Everybody's been to a party. I don't care how straight-laced you are, or how smooth you are, or cool you are. Everybody's been to a party, right? We've all been young once, and you got those promoters out there that will hand out the flyers, they'll call you, send you emails, say, come to the party, it's free. That's insulin. Then you got the sugar molecule, which is you, and everybody else that want to go to this party because they got the message, right? So all these sugar molecules will go to the party, and the address is your fat cells. So you got all these sugar molecules going to the fat cell because the insulin, the promoter, is there just snatching you up and making sure you go through the door. And then we'll close the door and keep you there as long as he's there or it's there. Now, when the insulin decides to leave the fat cell, the sugar molecules will leave as well, because you ain't got no DJ, no one's serving drinks anymore, the lights come on, it's time to go. That's how your body works. Low insulin level, sugar molecules will leave. And when you treat it that way, after a couple of days of being on a low glycemic food plan, you get this energy rush. Your head starts thinking clearer because that's energy being produced because of the amount of sugar that's being released in your bloodstream, and you have energy to do things because your fat cells are releasing a lot of sugar into your blood, and that's energy. So you just want to do something, right? And you don't experience these crashes. The crashes when you eat a lot of carbohydrates or sugar products is when the insulin level goes high. You got this rush, and then they leave. A lot of them leave, not most, a lot of them leave. But, you know, because the next meal is going to be a bad meal or a high insulin meal or a high glycemic meal, you'll get them right back. So you have these energy swings where you're up and down, up and down. Well, when your insulin is low, it's just level, and you stay energetic and alert all the time. So if I can employ you, just go online and look for glycemic index, and you'll find charts all over the place. They'll have low glycemic, medium glycemic, or high glycemic, and they're usually green, yellow, and red. Stick with the foods in the greens and be creative. Figure out ways, go online, figure out ways to consume these foods so that you can get your insulin level down on a regular basis. Now, in order for you to lose weight, you do have to be in a calorie deficit. But here's the deal. I'm going to give you 3 things to do. 1 is eat in an 8-hour span, fast the rest. Okay, so you got 8 hours in which you can eat, and then you have 16 hours which you don't eat. Okay, you can choose to do that or not do that. Here's why you do that. If you do that and you stay on low glycemic foods and you stay in a calorie deficit, it's the difference between losing 1 pound a week up to 7 pounds a week. Got it? Now, 2, you do want to exercise, but you don't have to exercise drastically to lose that amount of weight. But you do have to do those other things. Okay, so I'm going to repeat those. Low glycemic foods, calorie deficit, eat in an 8-hour span, fast the rest of the 16 per day, exercise 2 or 3 times a week, moderately. Make sure you drink water. Now, if you're pregnant or if you have diabetes, don't do this. Okay? If you're pre-diabetic, you can do this. And once you do this, you have to stick with it. Okay? Because 1 meal or 1 soda can or 1 drink of alcohol can spike it and just ruin an entire week. Okay, so you got to say, you know what? I'm going to lose 7 pounds a week for 3 weeks. There you go. You can do that for 18 days, right? You can do that. So I want you to get your pencil, listen to this again, and I wrote about this and how to do this on my website at charlietrainer.com, and my blog is called the Modern Body Fitness Blog, and it's located on my website, charlietrainer.com. If you have any other questions, you can message me below, or you can reach out and talk to me through my website, charlietrainer.com. Hope you have a great day, and fitness is real.